Hi guys, sorry about this. I'm actually eating still. I don't know what's wrong with this screen on here. I don't exactly know if it looks right too good. Me on here at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with it, but anyway, looks sort of like a ghostly sort of figure on here at the moment. Don't look exactly right. I don't know why, but anyway, I'll carry on with it. I'll play ahead with it. As I say, apologies. I am sort of eating still at the moment. I know I should have tried to get it all um, finished and eaten up, but I kind of got here a bit quicker than I thought. I'd done obviously food order, and it's got here quicker than I thought it would. So I was kind of I was sort of trying to delay this a bit as much as I could, but I thought, well, I can't. I didn't want to warm it up. Obviously got pizza. I don't think it's as good when you warm it up and eat it again. So apologies, guys. I'll take the camera off for a minute. But I couldn't delay this dream any longer. Was supposed to be, was going to do this at 11:30, then sort of 12:20, and now it's really gone nearly 1 o'clock. It's got to. So basically, I've had to bring it, do this, go ahead with it, because there's a lot to talk about. And of course, we sort of signed a player I was hoping we weren't going to get, but obviously it has gone ahead, as we all know. And I guess we get onto that straight away. Hold on a minute, guys. We'll bring this up very soon. Hold on one moment. Sorry, guys. Apologies. I'm sort of, as I say, I'm eating at the moment, and it's we sort of got here at the wrong time when I was about to come on with this stream. Obviously, doing the stream, and also I'm having obviously problems with the display sort of thing. I don't know why it's like this with the display. I mean, anyone comes in live chat or whatever can tell me if it's really that bad or whatever. But obviously, I'll just go off. Turn the audio off for a little bit, and then everyone can sort of like get their heads around this, because I've had to. The signing of Jordan Henderson. Why? I still don't know. Yeah, it was a free agent, and it's going to be 2 years apparently. But I'm not sure this really makes sense. I feel we're going a bit backwards rather than forwards with this. But there you go. It's happened. But anyway, I'll turn the audio off for a bit while I finish my grub, my lunch. And then I'll be back soon, guys. Sorry about this. apologies, guys. Apologies for that. As I say, I was still eating my food, my lunch. So, right, I thought I'd best do that off screen and with no audio, of course, as well. But I finished it all now anyway. So, let's get on with this. And this is something I knew I'd have to confirm and talk about. We knew this was happening. It was just a matter of time. It was obviously going to be this week at some stage. Yeah, Brentford confirmed signing of Jordan Henderson. And as I say, not entirely happy with this. I'm not sure this is the right thing we're doing here. As far as I'm concerned, this guy was finished ages ago. And he's bit of an arsehole as well for what he was saying about, obviously, the LGBTQ plus whatever. With that, and then decided to go to Saudi Arabia for a lot of money. He had big thoughts on that sort of sayings that, to try and sponsor the LGBTQ plus community and back them, and yet he still went to Saudi Arabia for a lot of money. They're against that sort of thing, as we know, over there. So he's a bit of a prick as far as I'm concerned as well. But I'm not so sure. This is apparently, I think, supposed to be Norgaard's replacement. And Christian Norgaard's much better player than this guy, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, he may have a lot of experience, Jordan Henderson. I guess that's what we're getting, all that experience. And we didn't actually have to pay. There was no fee involved. Obviously, we're going to have to pay his wages. We don't know how much that's going to be, how much they're going to be. But I just don't know if this is the right thing we're doing. I feel we have gone backwards here. The guy's 35. I mean, if you're going to get a replacement for Norgaard, at least make him younger and better. I think this guy's best days are behind him. Sunderland and probably at Sunderland and Liverpool. When he played for them, I think those were his best days, probably. And of course, played for England, back in the England team squad, and played recently, didn't he? As we know, why he did, we don't know. That German Wally picking him in the squad, didn't he? The England manager. So, old Tommy Tickle. But anyway, let's get back to this and talk about this. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. Brentford complete the signing of Jordan Henderson with the England international joining the club on a free transfer after departing Ajax this summer. Henderson returns to England after leaving Liverpool in 2023 and won the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Community Shield, the Super Cup, Club World Cup and 2 League Cups with the Reds. You could say he's got all those honours, he's got, plenty of cups, medals, whatever. You can say that. But that was in the past. That's, we're talking a few years back. At least 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. I don't know when they would have won. I think he was there, obviously, when they won the Premier. When there was no crowd, I think. I think he was still there. But, his best days are well behind him, as far as I'm concerned. So, why we've gone for him, I really can't say. I really haven't got a clue. I ain't got a Scooby, guys. Maybe some of you will know. If there's any Brentford fans watching, and I know there is a few now that do watch this channel, you can leave a comment or an opinion. Obviously, I'm going out live now. I didn't post to those sort of fans at the moment, but I will, because obviously they can watch this on replay. Obviously I'll put this out live, but you can always watch it on playback thing, So, I know they do. I know my views have really gone up now, up to like 300 odd or more. So, it's going well there, and I've got subs going up as well, which is all good. Brentford can confirm the signing of Premier League and Champions League winning captain Jordan Henderson on a 2-year contract. Henderson, an England international with 84 caps for the Three Lions, joins the Bees on a free transfer after departing Ajax this summer. The midfielder returns to the Premier League after short stints in Saudi Arabia with Al Ettifaq and then in the Netherlands with Ajax. Prior to that, Henderson was with Liverpool, where he spent 12 years and won the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, 2 League Cups, Community Shield, Super Cup and Club World Cup. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews said, "When we became aware of Jordan's availability, it was a pretty simple decision. We did our due diligence around his recent games to see where he is. He's still phenomenally fit, and he's still phenomenally motivated to achieve things in the game, having already achieved a lot. With a void of experienced players leaving the building, Christian Norgard, Mark Flecken and Ben Mee, it was important to replace that. We got a pretty young squad overall, and we got a lot of club experience, which is really important, with the likes of Vitaly Janelt, Matthias Jensen, Ethan Pinnock and Josh Da Silva, who is still at the club doing rehab. But what Jordan will bring is that he has been one of the most influential leaders in modern Premier League years. He's been at the forefront of driving for titles and Champions Leagues at a fantastic football club. He also has experienced at international level with England, and with that comes a level of experience, professionalism and dedication to his profession. That's the exact way we want to be as a football club. He will drive standards and be a brilliant addition to the squad." Henderson began his career with boyhood club Sunderland, where he made his Premier League debut as an 18-year-old. And after a loan spell in the Championship with Coventry City in 2008-09, he went on to make a further 70 top-flight appearances for the Black Cats. A move to Liverpool followed, where he played 492 games and scored 33 goals, before replacing Steven Gerrard as Reds captain in 2015. As skipper, he lifted 6 trophies, including the Champions League after victory over Tottenham Hotspur. There we go, champions of Europe 6 times. Yeah. Henderson was also named FWA Footballer of the Year at the end of the 2019-20 campaign and included in the PFA Team of the Year. Leaving Liverpool in 2023, Henderson joined former teammate Gerrard, who was Al Ettifaq head coach in Saudi Arabia, where he made 19 appearances in all competitions. A transfer to Eredivisie side Ajax followed in January 2024, where the centre midfielder played 57 times before leaving the club this summer. At international level, Henderson has played 84 times for England after making his debut in 2010. He was also named England's Senior Men's Player of the Year in 2019. The 35-year-old has featured at 3 World Cups, starting the Three Lions semi-final defeat to Croatia in 2018, and scored in the 3-0 win over Senegal in the round of 16 win in 2022. He has also played at 3 European Championships, with the most recent of those coming in 2021, when England lost the final to Italy at Wembley Stadium. Henderson was appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire, MBE, in the 2021 birthday honours for services to football and to charity. Well, that may be so, and he's got a lot of accolades there, but, that's gone, hasn't it? He has got those, but he's also a bit of a wanker as well. He's supposed to have, back the LGBTQ plus community, and ended up going to Saudi Arabia, who are totally against that. They don't have that. That's a rule in their country. You cannot be a certain way. It's only got to be male and female, and they must be obviously straight, heterosexual. people. They can't be any other way over there. They're back in the Stone Age, let's be honest, you know. It's terrible. And this guy went over there because they paid him a lot of money. And it's a big money Farmers League over there, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, he done pretty well. Ajax was good there, Eredivisie. And they should have won that. They should have won that, obviously, Ajax, but missed out for some reason. But, you know, I still think this guy's best days are behind him. Why, you can say all that. And he's made some bad mistakes with what he said and done with all that. But we got him on the strength of what he can do on the pitch, I guess, and what he brings with experience. But then again, I'm still not sure he will do that. Yes, they're talking about that. Keith Andrews saying about experience. We lost the experienced players. Yeah, you can say Flecking, although he was shit anyway. Had a lot of experience, yes. Ben Mee, great servant to us, a lot of experience. Of course, he's gone, and Norgard, of course. So, and Norgard was a much better player than this guy, let's be honest. But still. And Warren's in here. Be up to you, Warren. Be up to you, buddy. Great to see you in here, bro. Hi, Mr. B. Henderson is a crazy signing and not in a good way, exactly. I totally agree, 100%, bro. 100%. But what can we do? We got him. Whether we liked it or not, he's here. It remains to be seen what happens, if it's a good one or not. And if he does something at the club, all very well. We'll see. I mean, we won't forget what he said and done. But I guess it's what he can do on the pitch. As far as I'm concerned, he's not the player he was. Anyway. But we'll find out, won't we? We got the friendlies coming soon. Obviously we're in pre-season training at the moment. But we'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get away from him. I don't want to talk about him any longer. And there's this thing about this player, and we're sort of linked to him. And I don't know if exactly we've made a bid or anything yet for him. Apparently, we spoke with them about him because he's obviously from Fiorentina. Amir Richardson, Moroccan, another young player, 23. We obviously spoke with them about him when we went for Michael Chiodi, when we signed him from there. Our new right back. Very good right back, of course. Sorry, I'm just drinking as well at the moment. Just got a drink. Yeah, vote with your feet, mate. Empty the stadium. Well, exactly, but there we go, Warren. I don't think it'll happen somehow. The supporters, our fans, are still going to go, I'm afraid. I can't see them walking out, but we just got to suck it up, I'm afraid. We got to. Ain't a lot we can do here. But if he does do something, maybe it was a good signing after all. It was shrewd, but I'm not so sure. I think we've gone backwards with it, but there we go. Anyway, I'll move on to this one I want to talk about. Possibly we will be going for, I hope. He looks a good player. But obviously West Ham and now Sunderland are going in for him as well. So whether we'll have much luck, I don't know. According to information from La Repubblica, HT Fiorentina News, Sunderland are interested in signing Amir Richardson, sorry. Oh, Hutchinson on the brain, because obviously I'll be talking about him in a little while. But yeah, Richardson there. Amir Richardson, the 23-year-old midfielder who plays for Serie A side Fiorentina. The aforementioned outlet claims that besides the Black Cats, Brentford are another Premier League club that want to sign the Moroccan player. According to La Repubblica, the clubs interested in the midfielder are Sunderland and Brentford. There was no mention, obviously, of West Ham, but apparently they are in for him as well. Wrote the mentioned Portal. The same outlet explains that Brentford even already made approaches to the Italian team's management when they negotiated for Michael Chiodi 21 in January. Either way, Sunderland and Brentford aren't the only English clubs interested. Oh, so there we go. As West Ham United are also in the mix. From Hammer News, they explain that Amid Edson Alvarez's uncertain future and Guido Rodriguez's difficulties adapting to English football, West Ham have also been linked to Richardson. However, they add that just one day after linking the Hammers with the Moroccan player, Richardson's agent, Diego Tavano, indicated that La Viola are not ready to give up on Richardson just yet. Corriere dello Sport, HD Hammers News, recently reported that if sold, Fiorentina could let the young midfielder go for 8.5 million, which is pretty cheap, fairly cheap, and we could buy him hopefully, but we don't know. It depends. You would think he would come to us. We're a team now with stability in the Premier. Even though we've lost Thomas Frank, new manager, new backroom staff, lot of players leaving. You think he probably still would come to us, but then again, Sunderland, not long come up, and they'll have goals and beliefs and want a high achievement, want to do things in the Premier, but West Ham as well, of course, been there so long in the Premier. They probably, maybe West Ham might get him, but I'm hoping we could. Another good young player, what I've seen of him. That'd be an amazing signing. I say it's fairly cheap, 8.5 million. And obviously, I don't think we've made a bid yet or anything, because obviously there's still stuff going on there at Fiorentina, trying to get rid of one or two other players, I believe. So, I'll keep a lookout on that. Keep checking that out. Give you all a heads up on what happens with that. But I will move to the last sort of subject, the last topic here. Bit of news, and it's this, obviously. About Omari Hutchinson there. That he could be the replacement for Mbeumo, but we've also had news here, not long ago, breaking news, that it looks like we could miss out because his release clause is expiring. Very good young player, this guy, by the way. Played for the under-21s recently in that Euros, won it again with him, of course, with England. Looks exciting player. Of course, was at, I believe, Chelsea at one stage, also Arsenal, apparently, a few years back. Apparently, he was at Arsenal or something. And obviously Chelsea, and now with Ipswich, of course. But it looks like it might all fall through. We might not be getting him after all, or bidding, or apparently we have made a bid, but I think it fell short, and the release clause will expire. So, yeah, Ipswich Town receive Omari Hutchinson £35 million transfer boost and amid Brentford links. Brentford made an approach to Ipswich Town for Omari Hutchinson on Monday, but fell comfortably short of the winger's release clause, which is now set to expire. It was revealed on Monday afternoon by Fabrizio Romano that the England under-21 international had emerged as a candidate to replace Brian Mbeumo at the GTEC Community Stadium, in case his move to Manchester United goes through. Currently, there is still a gap in valuation between Brentford and the Red Devils, and no deal for the Cameroonian is imminent. While Hutchinson didn't put up the lavish numbers that Mbeumo did last season, 5 combined goals and assists for the 21-year-old compared to 27 for the Bees forward, he has shown a lot of promise since his initial loan move to Portman Road from Chelsea at the start of the 23-24 campaign. Omari Hutchinson's 24-25 Premier League stats: appearances 31, starts 30, goals 3, XG 2.85, assists 2, big chances created 6. That switch was made permanent last summer when Ipswich paid an initial £20 million for Hutchinson with up to £2.5 million in add-ons. Ipswich received Omari Hutchinson boost amid Brentford interest. Since Romano's initial report, it has been stated by The Athletic that Brentford went to town with a proposal for the winger. It's just one of the candidates they are looking at to potentially replace the Man United target. But they are said to have fallen way short of the £35 million release clause that's currently in his contract. Hutchinson signed a 5-year deal with the Tractor Boys when he rejoined them in the previous summer window. According to The Athletic, the £35 million that a club would currently have to trigger to try and get him away from East Anglia is set to expire today, Tuesday, 15th of July. Well, there you go. So we can't do it, can we? We can't obviously buy him now, by the looks of it. Providing further protection for Kieran McKenna's side against any potential suitors. A move to Brentford is considered to be unlikely for the former Arsenal Academy member. As per The Athletic, he is currently still away on holiday following his involvement in the Under-21 European Championships in Slovakia this summer. England defended their title as Hutchinson scored in the final to help Lee Carsley's side to a 3-2 extra-time win over Germany. Ipswich must remain on their toes with regard to Omari Hutchinson interest. Ipswich can't rest on their laurels yet with a winger. There is interest from other top-flight teams like West Ham United, who, like Brentford, see him as a potential successor to their own flair-heavy player, Mohamed Kudus. He has left the Hammers to join Tottenham Hotspur. Hutchinson's raw ability is clear for all to see. And now that he's got some minutes in the Premier League under his belt, he's a much more attractive option to teams in the English First Division, where the in thing is to go after players who are proven at the level. So there we go, guys. Looks like he won't be coming either. So he won't be our replacement for Mbeumo by the looks of it, unfortunately. Be up to you, Luca. Thanks for coming in here, bro. Cheers for coming in. I've been watching your streams lately, bro, about Gyökeres. Is that still happening? It looks like it is now. The deal is coming closer, I believe, to get him for Victor Gyökeres. So I'm sure it won't be long, and I'm sure you'll do a stream when he signs. When and if, well, looks like a matter of when, I suppose. But anyway, that's the sort of news I want to go through today about the Bees. There'll be plenty more to come, as obviously we are still looking at other players and bringing other players in, and obviously there'll be other news as well when it happens. Obviously, we're still going to try and get a replacement for Mbeumo, so that'll be ongoing when he actually goes as well, because I'm sure that's imminent. To be honest, he's going to go, and we already know that we are going to keep one of our big signings, and that'll be probably Vissa, our big players by the looks of it now, because it was said that when one of these big players goes, it looks like to be Mbeumo. We'll keep the other one, which will obviously be Vissa. So he's not going to Spurs. We're not letting him go there. We're going to try and keep hold of him. But then again, we did say that about Norgard at one stage, didn't we? And look what happened there. He went to Arsenal. So, you know, you can't always believe what we're saying at the moment. And the sort of players we go for, like Henderson, you know, can you really trust what we're saying? I'm not so sure at the moment. But anyway, there is this as well. We'll go through, just talk about briefly here. This is our first, obviously, game of pre-season friendly against Gil Vicente, obviously away over there, because I believe, well, we've obviously got collaboration with them, Gil Vicente, and we're playing them in the club friendly, of course. You know, next Friday, is it 25th? Yeah. Yeah, so we got that one coming. And then, of course, QPR, that'll be in August, though, next month, the first early August. So, yeah, that's who we're playing first, Gil Vicente. And, yeah. So we're going to see how we get on now. Andrews gets on. Our new players, well, you know, Malambo, of course, that we signed, and Quiv and Kelleher and so forth, how they get on. And then I'm sure we'll probably add a few more by the time we start that, maybe. If not, for when we play QPR, we'll have other players in by then, hopefully. And we'll obviously find out what's happening with Mbeumo and Visser and all that, of course. So, yeah, there's plenty to come, plenty to talk about. Thanks to the people that are in the live chat, which is Warren, obviously, and Luca. Thanks for coming in, guys. Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks to everyone that's been watching live or on playback. Follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Mr. B Chats England Cricket, which I'll be doing very soon. I've got a stream coming up pretty soon after this, to be honest. It'll be I'll be doing that. Hopefully I can sort this display out. I don't know what's going on with that. It don't look right. It just looks so faint, and I don't know. Looks like I'm a ghost or something. Not very bright display this time with it. But anyway, I might be able to sort that out, but I'm sure everyone can still see me anyway. So if not, can hear me. So, but anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, there's plenty more to come, as I say. Watch out for that cricket one. That'll be after this, talking about England, of course. Winning the third third test, I mean, against India. I'm fast forward into the Ashes already, guys. Yeah. But yeah, not that we're going to win a lot in that, because it's Australia and they're going well. I think they're pretty much on top against West Indies and annihilating them at the moment. So I doubt if we'll win the Ashes against them. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching live on playback, and keep subbing, keep smashing the likes and supporting me, showing your love and support for my channel. Thanks, guys. But for now, I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. So, thanks, everyone. Bye.